The next time you're in a store, wander over to the greeting card section. You'll find cards celebrating a whole lot of special events. Father's Day, Mother's Day, new babies, graduations, buying a home. It makes it seem like those are the only things that ever happened. We're pretty good at highlighting the big, the beautiful, and the bold in our culture. Go big or go home. YOLO. Is it Instagram worthy? When all we see is the big goal, the big picture, it can be hard to see how we can get from where we really are in our lives to where we want to be in the future. Pretend if one day you went into the store and instead of cards celebrating those big events and those huge accomplishments, there were thousands of cards instead celebrating all of the little sacrifices and the baby steps that it took to get to that end goal. Instead of a card that said Happy Father's Day, there was a card that said, Thanks, Dad, for coaching my soccer team and helping me learn how to kick the ball in the backyard. What if instead of a card that said, Congratulations on your new house, there was a card that said, Congratulations on having the discipline to not go out to eat this week and set aside $45 towards the down payment fund? What if there was a card that instead of saying, You ran your first marathon, it said, Good job getting up at 6 a.m. this morning and going for a half-mile run. Something's better than nothing. Keep at it. Author Richard J. Foster, in his book Celebration of Discipline, makes the observation that we tend to overestimate what we can accomplish in a year and underestimate what we can accomplish in 10 years. That's pretty profound if you think about it. See, I can't learn how to speak Chinese in a year when I don't know a word today. But 10 years? I could be fluent. There's no way I could run a marathon if I just sit on the couch and I've never run around the block. But give it 10 years, I'll be running several throughout the year. See, we get cards for the big moments and we have parties. But life isn't made up just of those big moments. Most of life is made up of small, daily actions and choices. And that's where you can change your life, your family, and your world. I bet there's a goal or a dream that you've had for a long time, but you just haven't started working on it for whatever reason. Don't get so caught up on the big picture that you overlook what you can do today. I bet that if you look at your life, you can find something you can do today for 10 minutes that can get you closer to that long-term goal. The truth is that every big accomplishment, whether it's saving money to buy a house and eventually become debt-free, going back to college and graduating and getting the career you've always wanted, having a healthy relationship, or even recycling to help the environment, all of those things that are so big are actually made up of small daily choices that we can all contribute to. Make a small 10-minute change this week. Invest in your future. Those 10 minutes add up, and you might be surprised what they can build in 10 years.